Greetings everyone, this is Danny from HarrTravel.com, your Princess Cruises experts, and today I'm on board the beautiful, majestic Princess, and I wanted to take a minute to talk to you about the OceanMedallion. Now this is a small RFID chip. It syncs with the MedallionNet internet that they have here on board, and it's going to greatly improve your experience. In fact, to me, this is the future of cruising, and I think they've actually just scratched the surface with what it will be able to do. Now, we're going to talk to you about several different things today, about ordering food and drink, housekeeping items, also about safety and security, using this as your room key, how they identify different food allergies and things along those lines. But we're going to dig through all of it. I wanted to start right here in the Piazza just to do a little bit of an introduction. Now, you're going to get this before you head out. Now, it's very, very critical to note, you're going to want to do your online check-in as soon as it becomes available. And then you're also going to want to put all of your preferences in there. So you're able to put your dietary needs, you're able to put all of your different requests and special needs that you may have. What's important about that is each and every time somebody sees you approach on this ship, the crew members are going to be able to access it through their app. Now, you're going to have an app that you're going to want to download before you board as well. It's where you complete your full online check-in. It's also where you can get a lot of answers before you get on board. Now, once you are on board, you can use your tablet or your smartphone. You just connect it to the MedallionNet internet. In fact, the internet cafe is over behind me. They can help you on the first day or any day if you have any issues with that. And then once you're logged in, it's going to open up a vast array of functionality in the app itself. So what that means is you can open up the app. Right now, I could order a drink. I could have it delivered to wherever I'm going, and they're gonna know where I am because of the medallion. There's thousands and thousands of touch points around the ship, so everywhere we go, it's kind of syncing up and it reads that. So what that means is that you can order room service and then head back to your room. You can be sitting in a bar and you can order a drink there as well, and it's all touchless and it's all done through the app. Now, you also can have any crew member make those orders for you as well. They have their own version of the app as well. Now, the reason they created the OceanMedallion was not only to improve the overall experience, but also to eliminate as many pain points in travel as well. Now, when I think about the original cruises that I went on 20, 30 years ago, things were so different. There was not the technology that we have today. We used to bring actually radios so that we could talk to each other around the ship. And one of the functions that I love about this is through the app, you can actually see where your shipmates are. So that's what they call those who are traveling with you. You grant the access. It's especially great for families, so you can keep track of that. But I know Taylor and I have been traveling, and I texted him. It didn't go through for whatever reason. So I checked it out. He was up in the buffet, and we met for lunch. So it works great to identify where people are. Also, it's going to be your room key. We'll show you that in just a minute. But it also has a ton of answers. There's a crew chat feature that I really, really love. You go right on the app, tap on the crew chat, and then you can actually chat with a crew member who's going to be able to answer your questions for you. Now in there you can also get the journey view. This is where you can see what's going on throughout the ship. In addition to that, just about every bit of information about times or locations or crew or ship maps, you can get that all in the app and utilize it anytime throughout your cruise. Now, one of the things that I've really enjoyed this week is talking to a ton of different crew members here on board. They're so happy to be back. And one of the things that we found out is that the OceanMedallion has revolutionized their ability to do their jobs. So as you approach, it actually lets them know who you are. So when you're close by, they can look at their phone or their iPad, depending on what device they're using, and they can see the people that are around. So when they greet you, they're going to be able to greet you by name, and they'll know who you are. Now, more importantly to that, for me, is they know your preferences. So I've been to the same bar a few times. Each time I approach, he actually starts making my drink even before I get up there. More important than that, even if you can imagine, is their ability to understand who you are and what your special needs may be. This is huge when it comes to different allergies, dietary, and mobility needs. So if you're ordering room service and you've put in the app before you've gone, basically you've let them know maybe you have a gluten allergy. They're gonna know when you order room service if that item that you ordered is not gluten-free, they're gonna let you know. Same thing when you go to the main dining room. They're gonna be able to see any special preferences or needs that you may have, and they're gonna be able to talk to you about that experience. In fact, one of our travel mates here on board does have a gluten allergy, and he's been absolutely blown away with how good they've been with that compared to other experiences. Now, we always recommend that you ask and double check with everybody, but it really allows them to get to know you even before you start talking. In addition to that, when it comes to safety and security, when there's mustering going on, let's say there is an emergency, they can see where everybody is, and they can also make sure and utilize that for any type of extra help or assistance that may be needed. Now, all of these come together for a revolutionary experience, but what I love about the MedallionNet is that we're really just getting started. It uses artificial intelligence, and so it learns new things each and every day. In addition to that, they're constantly expanding the crew side of the app and the passenger side of the app to continuously improve the experience. Now, it was a massive investment for Princess to switch over to that, adding each and every one of those touch points around the ship, also adding the portals and the room configurations. But for me, it's greatly enhanced the Princess experience that I've loved for over 250 days already, and I can't wait to get back out with my family. So now we're gonna head out into the ship so we can show you a few of these things that I was just talking about, also into the rooms to demonstrate the stateroom television and the key, how it opens up right as you walk up to the door. It's so cool. Follow along. Now there's several different ways to make your dining reservations. Of course, you can do it at the dining room. You can check with a crew member who can make reservations for you. You can do it on your stateroom TV. And then of course, if you're traveling with a smart device, a tablet or a phone, you can do it right there. But the portals are another option. So all you have to do is click on dining reservation right there. I'm gonna log in to the account so it identifies me. Right there, it's gonna pop that up. And then from this particular spot, you can make all kinds of different dining reservations. So right now, we actually have a reservation already at the Crown Grill for this evening. It's gonna be absolutely delicious, and I'm ready for a steak. In fact, you can see the Danny Dines if you wanna watch me eat that. Now you can also click on create a new reservation. You pick the time of day, you pick whether it's main dining or specialty dining. You're also gonna select who it is that you'd like to dine with. And it's as simple as that. And I've found it to be really, really useful here on board. Now keep in mind, you do want to reserve your dining, and there are no more set dining times. It's that dine my way concept, so you're gonna wanna make sure and reserve it. You can reserve the same time every single evening. You can also talk to the maitre d' about dining with the same waiter every night. Now, one of my favorite features with the OceanMedallion is that it functions as your room key, but it's unlike any other room key in the entire industry. So as I approach, right now I have it in my pocket, it recognizes that I'm heading up here. And so right now, it's actually opening the door for me. You see the green light clicks. Basically, all I did was approach the door, it recognized the medallion, and then I can head right on in. Now in addition, there's another smart function here. You've got service stateroom or privacy please. So all you have to do is click that button before you head in for the evening. They're gonna know not to disturb you in the morning, and then when you head on out in the morning, they're gonna go ahead and make up the room for you. Now I wanted to remind you that your TV also functions very similarly to the app itself. You can make orders on here, you can learn a ton more information. So under My Cruise, you can do the safety video. That's, once again, you're gonna have to do that on the first day. It's so convenient to do it right here in the room. Of course, you can watch it on the app as well. You're gonna have some on-demand videos. There's a ton of on-demand content here that you can utilize. But I wanted to point out that you actually have a Medallion Class link in here, so you can also order the food and drink and different housekeeping items. You can also set up the Dine My Way. Now, if you have a phone or a tablet, my recommendation is to use that. It's really, really simple, but if you're laying in bed, you want to order some food or check out some new first-run movies and TV, you can do that right here as well. I really hope that you've enjoyed touring around the ship with us today and learning a little bit more about the OceanMedallion and the MedallionNet concept here on board the Majestic Princess. Now keep in mind, all of those functions you can utilize by going up to a crew member, asking them. They all have the smart devices, so they can assist you with any of those things as well. But you can probably see already how it's truly revolutionized and changed the way that people travel. Now keep in mind, if you don't bring a smartphone with you, you can also utilize a tablet for it, but if you bring neither, it's still gonna be an enhanced experience. Now, when you're ready to book your next Princess cruise, make sure you do it right on harrtravel.com. You can take advantage of the interactive deck plans to pick the perfect room or suite for you, your friends, family, or group, and get that Harr Travel signature service. And then once you get on board this beautiful ship, you're gonna have that brand new OceanMedallion experience as well.